Hello everybody, Assassinator back with some more Xbox news. Now I'm going to be covering the stories that popped up late Friday all the way to, I would say this morning. So let's go ahead and get started with the main story, which is Hasbro wants Xbox to bring classic Transformer games back to Xbox and Gamepass. Now based off the statements from a Hasbro interview that was conducted during San Diego Comic-Con, a Hasbro spokesperson was asked about a re-release of Activision's Transformer games. And the answer that they gave basically alluded to that the hard drive containing the game code has been misplaced or lost, which Hasbro stated sometimes happens when one company gets eaten by another company. Now, I also don't think Activision really cared too much about those games, re-releasing them or anything like that, so they probably didn't spend any time looking for them, but hopefully that changes when Xbox finishes the acquisition. Now, there were a lot of Transformer games during the Xbox 360 generation, and last I checked, they were all delisted. But I'm sure the game files are still somewhere on a server, so I wouldn't think it would be that hard for them to bring it to Game Pass and the Xbox shop with backwards compatibility. Especially War for Cybertron and Fall of Cybertron, which were to me amazing games. I mean, better than any of the movies in my opinion. Now the Xbox 360 versions were great when I played them many years ago, and I think adding the raw power of the Xbox Series might be able to up-res them to 4K. They're still not going to look clean, but still I think that that added image quality will help, along with the addition of FPS boost. Now there are a lot of potential when the acquisition closes with ABK. I can't wait to see what ends up happening later this year. Next up, we have Phil Spencer doing it again. Phil Spencer managed to work with Square Enix to bring Final Fantasy XIV to the Xbox in 2024. Now it's coming to the Xbox Series, which means it's going to have faster loading times, it's going to support 4K, it will be a digital only release, so that's kind of a little downer, but it is an online always game, so therefore I guess digital isn't too bad there. And there will be an open beta coming next year before the release. Now on top of that, Phil Spencer stated in a tweet on Friday that he's looking forward to partnering closely with Square Enix on future games. Hopefully this is a start of Square Enix games coming to Xbox. There are so many games that Square Enix has published, developed, that have not made it to Xbox, that I'd like to start seeing a bunch of those coming to the Xbox. Now me personally, I don't really play very many Square Enix games. And a lot of the reason is I don't really see most of them showing up to the Xbox. It's kind of like here and there. So I kind of ignore them for the most part. But if they start coming to Xbox, I might get back into them, because back on the, I think it was the PS2, Final Fantasy X. Oh man, that's my favorite Final Fantasy. I love that game. I do like the turn-based RPG better than the action RPG, but you know what? I will give it a try if I start seeing these games coming to the Xbox. Now next, in an interview with the lead producer of Assassin's Creed Mirage, he revealed the gameplay length, saying that it's going to be between 20 and 24 hours for those people focused more on just completing the game, and about 25 to 30 hours for those completionists. So that's not too bad of a game's length. I know a lot of people like Assassin's Creed Origin, Valhalla, and the newer ones versus the older ones. I'm on the boat of I like the older ones. I like to spend, anywhere between 20 and 30 hours on a game and move on from there. I don't want to have to spend hundreds of hours because I don't have that type of time to spend in a game. So therefore, I'd rather go with these smaller ones. I can go ahead and finish up quick and move on to another great game. And paying $70 for 30 hours, I don't mind that. But let me know in the comments below, do you prefer the newer Assassin's Creed formula or the older Assassin's Creed formula? Now the last story is basically going to show how Game Pass is sustainable. Now a European Commission's document came out giving some insight on Game Pass numbers. So last that we heard officially from Xbox was, I believe, that the subscriber count was at 25 million for Game Pass subscribers, whether it be Game Pass Console, Game Pass PC, or Game Pass Ultimate. Now this document that was released from the European Commission basically shows that 70 to 80% of all Game Pass subscribers are subscribed to Game Pass Ultimate. Wow, that's a lot. Now that would be roughly 17.5 to 20 million subscribers, which would give a revenue of about 300 to about 340 million a month. That leaves the remaining 20 to 30% of the subscribers subscribing to either Game Pass PC for $10 or Game Pass console for $10. Now that'd be about 5 to 7.5 million subscribers, and that would bring in a revenue of 55 to 82 million a month, making it a total of 355 to 422 million a month that Game Pass brings in. That's not including what we're going to be getting as soon as Xbox Live Gold turns into Game Pass Core. Obviously, there's millions over there also. But basically what this points out is Xbox makes a lot of money off of this. So anyone thinking that it is unsustainable, nah, they got this wrong. Anyone thinking that all these subscribers pay just $1 a month, again, you are wrong. I know most of the people who are watching this channel, watching my videos, are not the anti-Xbox people who are spewing that 20 million of these subscribers are only paying $1 a month. And if you are one of those, all I can tell you is use your brain, go back to school. But that's going to be it for this video. Wanted to get you caught up. I happen to be off on a Monday, so I figured, you know what, let me go ahead and do this video early. Hopefully you thought this video was informative. If you did, hit that like button. But until next time, Assassinator out.